What up, what up, what up, y'all? Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It's Friday. So if it's Friday and I'm up in here, then you know I'm with my man Theo-B and we're going to be vibing. This here is Friday Vibing. Hello and welcome, everybody. Rock with me, nation. Theo, what's going on?
What's up? It's good. Popping, cracking, percolating. Glad to be up on the north side of the dirt with my brother D-Real on this Friday night vibe. Yeah, we in here.
For sure. Brian, what you drink? Brian, what? Oh, pull up. We in here. I see. We got our regular favorites. Miss Grand Madam Tarot is in the building. What's up, Queen? My man, Kamoyo King is up in this piece too.
Kamoyo, Grand Madam,
shout out, president of the Black Panther fan group. There you go. And Mr. Ray Smith. Oh my goodness, Mr. Ray Smith is in the building. What's going on?
I gotta give it up one time.
We in here tonight.
I gotta give it up one time, big dog, to my Cleveland Brown correspondent, my brother that's out, my elder that's out there in the field, keeping me abreast of what's going on with Cleveland Brown news, Mr. Ray Smith. I'm glad you're here, Mr. Ray Smith. How you doing today, sir? How you doing? Yeah. Who else? Wait, somebody there pulled up. A Nazi in the building. Yeah.
Nancy right there. Say he got to put his mashed potatoes and roast chicken in the microwave.
Wait, what? It's time to put my mashed potatoes and roast chicken in. Hey, Juju Roll, my bro, Devil Dog is in the building. What is going on? Oh man, bro, I think we got a great show tonight. Entertaining as issue 21 from Ultimate Black Panther. Yeah, I think we got that going on.
Let me take a few precautions here. Yes.
I don't know if y'all read Ultimate Black Panther 21, but this is Friday Night Vibe, so you know we got to be discussing it with a Friday Night Vibe twist. Oh, yeah, y'all pull on up. Juju, Ray Smith, Grand Madam Tarot, everybody greeting each other. Nazi the Spider on the Kamoyo King. If y'all ain't pulled up, y'all listen, y'all finna miss something. I almost want to say I feel like this is going to be one of the most entertaining episodes we've had on a Friday night. Uh-oh. Big bro. Oh, okay, there we go.
All right, hang on now. We good here?
We good. I can hear you.
Okay, I want to make sure because I know I got to sometime I got to switch what device is going where. You know what I mean? Because they be dragging, you know what I'm saying, too much internet. Anyway.
True. I was just letting everybody know, big bro, while you were doing all that. I think tonight is going to be one of our most entertaining shows yet, based on the topic that we got on hand and how we gonna approach it. How we gonna approach it? What we got, big bro? What we got on the list for tonight, big bro? What we got going on?
Well, of course, like you already mentioned, we're gonna be talking about Black Panther 21. It was a whole bunch of stuff going on in that comic book. Some of it was overt, a little bit of it was nuanced, and all of it was very well written, in my opinion.
I ain't saying, I'm just saying. And y'all need to know we ain't gonna approach it the way y'all gonna approach it, the way y'all think we gonna approach it. If you need to have looked at the very least have looked over my video, because that's how I'm finna come at it. I ain't finna come at it like you think. Not finna do that. What we got after Ultimate Black Panther 21, big bro? What's the next topic after that?
We gonna talk about a little chit chat about New York Comic Con 2025.
Yeah. Listen, you know how we've been feeling about. You know what? Let's go ahead and start off. let's go ahead and start off with the first topic. We ain't gonna stall y'all. Those that's late, you got the replay. You got the replay. You got the replay.
Yeah. I think I might still have one or two of them. I don't know if I wiped it out. Yeah, I wiped it out. I'll be wiping shit out. Anyway, it's a lot of cool action figures. If you are somebody like us that like action figures, there's a lot of cool action figures announced. If you was rocking on my live last night, I talked a little bit about some of them. You know, we came to the conclusion that a lot of it is marketing, but all of it is great, and it's a nice little smorgasbord out there.
Yes.
Like kind of pick and choose what you like. And
say that again. Say that again, big bro. I like how you say what use that word again. What you call it? What you call it? A nice little what?
Oh, a smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord. I like that's adequate. That fits. That fits in this. That's a nice smorgasbord.
Yeah,
that fits. That's that's accurate terminology.
If you don't like that, you know what I'm saying? You don't like that, you can put that back. You pick a little bit of this out, pick that. I mean, it is. I mean, they got little packs. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't fooling with the packs, you know, they got the little 2-packs there. You be like, nah, I don't want that. It's the cardiac. How long we been waiting for?
Wait,
cardiac?
You know what? We getting out of turn. We Black Panther Ultimate 21 because we go. That's why I said we gonna go ahead and start with Ultimate because we gonna do that. That's the second time.
You shouldn't have said nothing then.
My big brother started salivating. He like, oh, look, extra. We coming back. We coming back. We coming back.
Be quiet. Okay. All right. This right here. Black Panther number 21. Now, if my brother's coming at it like I suspect he is, there's a few questions that need to be answered. And I, like my brother Theo, was thinking to myself, or as they say in the comics, I was ruminating. How did the conversation between Eric and T'Challa go down off panel? You see what I'm saying? Because you see how we came in. They was already like mid-conversation. You know what I'm saying? How did you get to that point right there in the conversation? I want to hear what went on like about 5 minutes before we got to that part.
You know what's funny? We got a whole damn expose between Shorty and Okoye. A whole ass, like Shorty laid out every damn thing. Every damn thing.
You know what? I paid attention, but I glazed over that shit. I was like, I want to see what's going on right here. Never mind. We can get to war. I know it's going to be war. Yeah, war. All right. But first,
this what they did to us.
21 issues for this right here.
You ready? Brian, you ain't shit. This what you did. This what you did. You ain't slick. You gonna sit up there, have T'Challa pull up, save the damn day and everything like that. There, Eric asked him, "Oh, hey man, you different, dog. Like, what's going on, man? If I got to tell you, you ain't gonna ever know." Next scene, we see him. Hey man, you know.
Wait, hold on, Theo. Wait, he come. Wait, the part where he come in whooping ass, right? Helping him out with the artificial being, and my man say to him, he say, "You different." And T'Challa say to him, "A lot done happen."
A lot. He was glowing. T'Challa was glowing.
literally glowing. Yeah.
Hey,
oh my goodness.
Hey, Aurora then came through like Martha and then powered up Godzilla T'Challa.
Wait, how so how did we get to I don't own Aurora choices. Wait, hold up. Wait. What? How did he say that to Eric? Because it's obvious. We know
no. Read that statement the way Eric said it, because I think he said, I don't own Aurora's bed choices. I think he was very, very damn specific.
Well,
I know. I'm saying, am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? Did he say bad?
No. All he said was, I don't own Aurora's choices.
Man, I mean, all right.
Now,
okay.
I'm looking right at it. That's what he said.
No, I believe you. I believe you. I believe you.
But you know what? He clapped back hard.
see, like I said, to me it was like, because I feel what you're saying.
That's why I feel like it was like Killmonger was Tupac.
I don't, because there was some adversarial stuff there between Biggie and Tupac. I don't see T'Challa and Eric as adversary. You know what was really weird? It was almost like Eric, like T'Challa, like, hey man, so I, when me and Aurora went to go do the thing, and like she kind of, I was trying, it got wet, it was raining, and I kind of, what I'm saying, like, because the way Aurora was talking to T'Challa, she was telling him, you gonna get this cookie and it ain't a damn thing you can do. I'm gonna get what I want. And he was like, damn, I can't say no. We saw Okoye looking at Eric, and Eric like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know you smashed my lady, but I just understand. Well, actually, that ain't his damn lady. See that right there? Okay, you smashed Aurora. I could have smashed your wife. You might want to work on your marriage.
Well, yeah, that's definitely the energy he gave off. He's like, y'all need to work a few things out. Because
I didn't say this bit, bro.
Because
me and you talked before we came on air. You had folks pointing stuff out about this, that, there, and the third. And I'm saying to myself, do you not realize that to a degree, Eric has been written to be mentally stronger than T'Challa? T'Challa had the cookie thrown at him, couldn't say no. Okoye threw it at Eric. I'm good. T'Challa appointed me here to handle some business. That's all I'm here to do, is handle some business. And me handling his business ain't handling you.
Wait a minute. I remember that exchange just a wee bit differently.
He ain't do it. He said I could have.
Well. See,
I could, and I saw how she was looking at him. He right. He could have. He didn't though.
Didn't they get interrupted? Didn't the Vodacom bus in before anything could jump off?
You know what? Just like I saw a conversation happen off panel, they could have smashed off panel, because I didn't see T'Challa smash Aurora on panel. It was just assumed. Yeah, that's what wound up happening. Nah,
Well,
the way Eric talked,
I bust very passionate slobs with your girl at the very least.
I could have took it another step. He telling me, bro, I could have smashed your lady.
Now, if they had a phone, and T'Challa sent him this image.
Here we go. They both swapped spit. Somebody else did something else somebody else didn't do. And they both had the opportunity off panel to do it.
Clearly. So, I mean, maybe this ain't the most virtuous king. Maybe he gonna be known for something else.
Here we go. They got married.
6160.
You know I ain't tripping. I'm not tripping, because if we go off of what the Doors, not with what Nahanda did, but when T'Chaka brought them back. If we think about why they were reestablished, unless T'Challa was to pull a Coming to America Eddie Murphy move, he would be marrying one of those Doors out of obligation more so than love.
Right.
So how Brian Hill is writing it in the 16 in the 610. Is that 6160? That's what it is, 6160. The way he's writing it, it makes sense. Like that. I'm not tripping. I really found issue 21 to be one of the most entertaining issues he's written thus far. The Vibranium River, the city underneath the river. What did you say earlier? Shooty telling Okoye, listen, I ain't deleting. I just ain't stopping from being deleted.
That was I like these kids is ruthless.
Come on, somebody. Now hold on. With that being said, the splash page being the last page and everything. Brian, where the hell is Adeby? That's the Dormalize General. You finna go have them go to war. And where are damn, I just had their name on my list. The other two dudes. No, we're not doing that. Faxel and Anon. That's it. Faxel, Anon, and Adeby. We're not doing that. Brian.
Hey, they got Wakandan mechs. They got Megazords.
Yeah. and I need Brian to know. I looked at that whole damn picture and I was looking specifically for Adeby. You gave her a name, bro. You gave her a name. You're not gonna give her no name, and I don't see her no more. Brian. This is the penultimate issue. Like the word right there, penultimate. This is the penultimate issue. I need to see her back, and I need to see if Axel and on. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. You ain't gonna create no characters. I'm write them for me to care about them to a degree, and I don't see them no damn more. We're not gonna do that.
Hey, our comments are lit. The comment page is lit. Look at somebody said. Well, Kamoya said, "Welcome to the chat. Kindly like, share, and subscribe. You're now rocking with the best. Get your drink on, get your smoke on, and come get elevated with two of the greatest." Why, thank you, sir.
Come on, I love that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate it.
You are too kind. You are
Miss Maxine Shaw done pulled up. She done pulled up and everything. What's going on? We in here. I told y'all we in here.
She say the same thing every time. She say eating, cousin.
Big bro. We in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. Let's go ahead and go to the second topic because that's really what you want to talk about.
Revere. Yeah, well. New York Comic Con, yeah. Hey, y'all heard. You getting a whole mess.
Smorgasbord. Smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord. Hey. As a deacon in our church used to say, he say a grunch. That's a group and a bunch. A grunch. You get a whole grunch of them.
Let me just interject this here. Y'all know how me and Daryl be looking at Hasbro Marvel Legends lately. Y'all, for the past year and a half, 2 years, you see we've been looking at them like, oh, y'all ain't really showing, never mind. Y'all got it. Y'all know what y'all doing. Don't worry about it. And we've been doing our customizations. We've been off in some collecting college football action figures, buying some monsters and stuff like that right there, spinning the block with Valor Burst and everything like that. We gonna make it do what it go. What we say, we got it at the house customs.
Sure did.
But this past Wednesday though, Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, Hasbro, New York Comic Con 2025, and I did a video where I initially said I wasn't gonna buy the wave, and y'all, I might lie. I might lie. Daryl and Mr. Swift had me looking at the Werewolf by Night. Let me just tell you where it fits in for me. The fact that I have Elsa Bloodstone, which is Jack's wife. The only reason why I know that is because of my brother and Mr. Smith. So I gotta get Jack.
Hey,
I gotta get Jack. I got
or if you know, you could have a action figure battle with him and Moon Knight.
You know, I know. You
Yeah,
know, you know, you
yeah,
know, I know.
yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
let me just say this, big bro, because I did this on that video and everything.
All right.
Congratulations to you, Mr. Ray Smith, Mr. Martin. I dare say Kamoyo, Gray. I know that cardiac action figure for specifically from you and Mr. Smith has been at the very least a 24-month request. Y'all got it. It's coming. We gonna get that dadgum thing. I'm so happy for y'all. Like, I don't, because Mr. Ray Smith, I think, had customized one, was working on one. Y'all got it. Y'all deserve it. Listen, y'all make it do what it's gonna do. Also,
I'm getting
make
two.
sure I got this.
I'm getting two. I'm getting two.
Mr. Ray Smith hit me with this information right here, and I want to make sure I give it to the Rock With Me Nation family. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I want to read this from here. So, October 29th, upcoming Marvel Legends pre-orders include Spider-Man 2099 and Cardiac. So October 29th is the day what pictures, the action figures you saw me talking about on the video. October 29th is when that wave goes up for pre-order. And I'm going to tell you, the way Hasbro been doing pre-orders, you probably got,
they be gone.
You probably got 2 months before they hit your bank account. So if you want to get that pre-order, let me see here. You want to make sure you stay up with what the time frame is. What I would suggest to y'all is, soon as that time hit, jump into that app, hit bop, 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 hit order. Cardiac is gonna sell out.
Hey, Juju up in here.
Yeah, Juju up in here. Fellow Devil Dog up in here. Yeah.
Hello, Juju. What's going on, man? He said he need Mr. Hill to revisit that convo with T'Challa and Killmonger. Bro said, I thought about smashing. Hey, that was a hell of an issue, man.
Hey, I said the dude more mature than me.
I like, huh? They like, huh? Yeah. Well, I mean, I ain't trying to brag, but I don't know how many times I done been in a situation like that with a cat stepping to me, and I'm like, why you checking me? You know what I'm saying? All you gonna get from me is hands. You need to be checking your woman, because I might not be the only one she doing it to. You gonna go and kill everybody?
But you know what it seemed like, the way Brian Hill wrote it. Like, him and Eric handle their business, you know what I'm saying? Then they get back to Wakanda. You see Shuri standing out the window and everything like that, because she didn't told Okoye she ain't, dad ain't got deleted. So next scene we got Eric telling T'Challa, man, I don't own Okoye, I don't own Aurora. And so I'm saying to myself, okay, so T'Challa confessed. Hey man, yeah, Aurora missing and everything like that. Cause I just want to know how this conversation went. Cause Eric probably like, where's Aurora? She got taken by the people. How did you let that happen? I ain't let it happen. I was asleep. So you just let them come in and you was asleep? Well, see, I was tired. You must have been real tired not to hear them come in. Yeah, I was. What did you do for you to be so tired? You didn't hear them come in and get a whole ass human being. See, what had happened is it was raining, it was wet. It was raining and it was wet. Yeah, it was raining, it was wet. It was real wet. It was real wet.
Yeah, every conversation start off with what had happened ain't gonna end the way you want to hear.
And you looking for the dude to be upset that you didn't told him that not only did you smash his lady, but that you possibly got his lady pregnant. You looking for him to be 38 hot, and you apologizing. Hey man, my fault, man, my bad. Look, bro, on her. As a matter of fact, you probably need to check your wife. I could have knocked that off. Eric way better than I am. Eric is a better man than me. In the 6160. Eric is way more mature than I am at this particular stage in my life. But
did anything else happen in this book that caught your attention, or I mean, other than that made you made your antennas go up?
When the doors was like, damn, all that shit you talking. What's going on with you and the queen? It was stuff like that. Everything else was basically I don't want to say by the book, superhero storytelling. Everything else was, you got the progenitors. They're using Wakandans to invade Earth. The gift that they giving them ain't really a gift. You know, it's a backhand. All that's superhero story. That me and you gonna expect that. The verbiage that was going on, all this in yonder. That was funny. That was funny.
Yeah, it was engaging.
But back to the action figures. Are you looking forward to the Phantom Rider? I know Kumoyo said he wish he would have came with a horse.
Well, like I said, I already see me using Phantom Rider for something else.
Okay. Wolverine, World War II Logan. Man, you throw him right on over there with them Joes. Right on over there with Valorverse. I ain't lying. That's exactly where he going. I'm throwing his ass right over there.
I feel the way about Wolverine that I feel about Spider-Man figures.
Overexposure.
Yeah, man. Well, do we really for real need a Wolverine, a World War II?
We don't. But to justify to me to get him so I can have that executioner, I'm gonna throw his ass right over there with the Valorverse and the G.I. Joe. He ain't going with the Marvel Legends.
Bro, that executioner though. I'm like, because I was about to make a move and get one of them MCU executioners, and then they dropped that. I was like, I'm gonna go.
Wait a minute. Hell no. See, this what Mr. Ray Smith say, folks, be listening. How long ago was me and you talking about execution?
A couple weeks ago.
I ain't say nothing. I said I didn't want the MCU figure. I want the comic book figure. And we were talking about how long ago it been one. I ain't even thinking it been a comic book accurate execution.
I almost want to say, damn, Toy Biz? Or did they have maybe like when the Marvel Legend, when the first couple waves came out, it might have been an execution. You know what? Let me look. But go ahead.
Wait, hold on. Now refresh my memory, Darryl, because I could be wrong. Did I talk about a while ago wanting the Mysterium armor Iron Man?
Yeah.
Appreciate your good looking hands, bro. Like I said, I ain't mad. I like it when y'all listen. See, this how you get money up out your boy. You listen to what we say to you. I ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. I ain't gonna stall you out. You get Phantom Rider. That's nostalgia. You giving us Iron Man with the Mysterium armor. You know what you just did? Y'all don't know this because y'all don't keep up with the comic book. But see, this circles all the way back to the Krakoa era. Y'all not thinking. See, this what me and Darryl are here for and everything like that. Who else did they give us? Nobody wants Warbo.
Hey, bro, look here what Mr. Smith said. He said, put a Steve Rogers head and hands on Wolverine for a World War II Steve Rogers.
Well, you know, I already got him. I do, Mr. Smith. I do. With the motorcycle, the World War II motorcycle. That's part of I do, but he's over there with the Valorverse too. See how that go? Well, that's Steve is with World War II Steve is with the Marvel Legend. But World War II Logan, oh no, I'm throwing his ass right on over there with Valorverse and G.I. Joe. I ain't lying. Stand right there. Warbow. Nobody asked for that. Oh well, God, nobody asked for that.
Oh no, they didn't. No, they didn't. But they did ask for Star God. But they calling him Man Wolf. I got one of them on the way.
I'm gonna go ahead, y'all. Warbow is gonna be Radioactive Man. I know.
But he's not built. He's not built the same way as Radioactive.
Don't give
Man.
two damns. You know what? Until Marvel Legends, because they could have gave us a damn Radioactive Man. Nobody asked for the damn character.
They do have a Radioactive Man.
Stop that. Ain't nobody finna pay that secondhand price.
No, they got a Radioactive Man that came in a 2-pack with something else. It's a nice looking Radioactive Man.
That ain't what I'm talking about. The price. Is it $24, $27, $99?
No.
And I think that pack, that Radioactive Man came with Carol Danvers and Captain America.
Something like that. But
yeah,
but yeah, it's a Radioactive Man out there.
Yeah, I know it's one out there. What I'm saying is,
if you catch one solo.
To keep, I've seen the price for the solo one. That's my point. To keep from paying the second, third hand price that's up there, what they should have done, because nobody was asking for no damn Warbow, was giving us a new Radioactive Man. Let me tell you how old that Radioactive Man is that they gave us. The Warbird Marvel Legends, the original one, the Carol Danvers, she's in that pack. That's how old it is.
Oh, yeah. I just I managed to get that Warbird though separate. I guess if folks wasn't checking for that Warbird, like I don't know, or all things Carol Danvers not cool no more, because I had to get a new one to go with my the old school Rogue in the all green uniform.
We comic book fans, big bro, so we both got that Warbird. Absolutely. What's the other? We ain't stupid. What's the other one they got out there? 6-armed Spider-Man, black suit. Not particularly a fan, but I guess.
But it's already 6-armed Spider-Man out there.
The only thing is this one got the black suit out there.
Oh, so we want 6-armed. Okay, all right.
What's the other one out there? The other one, I know I sent you and Kamoyo the pictures. I sent Mr. Ray Smith the pictures and everything like that. I know. Yeah. I was just.
Well, I saw one. They got a new Pit coming out.
A new who?
Pit. Remember Pit? The big Hulk looking thing with claws. Image Comics.
Oh no, I did not see that.
Yeah, they got a new Pit coming out. It ain't through Hasbro, but they got a new Pit coming out. I think we through Big Bad Toy Store.
I did not see that, but no, I was. Other than that, though, I think I'm gonna move on the wave. That Gorgon makes you want to buy those 2-packs.
Well, see, that's the thing, man. I'm savvy and I'm willing to wait till they get out there in the ether, and because I don't that Medusa don't move me. I got a Medusa that just stand there with hair.
I got her and I got Black Bolt. I will say I do prefer the new Black Bolt over the old. Just because
the new Black Bolt does look nicer, but not nice enough to make me buy another Black Bolt.
It's just the wings up under the arms for me. I don't. The wings up under the arms are fixed on the old Black Bolt. You cannot remove them. On this one, you would be able to take them off. I believe this is probably the Vulcan body build as well. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about the 2-packs. That Gorgon is nice, but the other ones, the Execution of Bathway.
Well, what about Triton?
I like him.
Yeah,
I like him. I like him.
Buddy in the 2-pack with Black.
He's in it, right. It's the same thing what you were talking about with the whole Blacks. Like, okay, and you and I are familiar with the way these 2-packs work and everything like that, the way they move with the Squadron Supreme and things of that nature, the way they move with I think it was Moon, Dragon, and
Drax the Destroyer
and everything like that, the way it moved with the Squadron Supreme. Because it's one of them 2-packs. So it's one of those things where you, like you said, you got to be savvy enough to sit up and say, okay, well, I got Black Bolt and I'm satisfied. Not that you wouldn't necessarily move on the first one, on the second one, but what you don't want to get caught up, and this is when I'm not talking to me and Daryl, we know. We're talking to y'all. What you don't want to get caught up in is somebody buys that 2-pack and you wind up almost paying as much as for Triton what you could have paid for the 2-pack when it first came out. Because it's going to be folks looking to do that. They're going to separate that Gorgon and Medusa and do the same damn thing where you could have paid $49.99 and got the Medusa body and did something different with her. That's what customizers look at. Well, I got an additional body. I can do something with that. Same way, Daryl, you talking about the Phantom Rider. Same way you get that Medusa. You F around and don't get that 2-pack for $49.99. That Gorgon will be costing $49, if not $59.99 by himself. So you got to be savvy.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. That's how I got that Rogue. Because that Rogue, that original Rogue, that came with Destiny. Destiny was the 2-pack. I got that Rogue without the Destiny in there, and I think I paid like $30. So, you know, so I mean, and that's why I say if it's a deal, I go ahead and swing it. You know what I'm saying? Because that makes sense to me. But if you got a Rogue and you trying to charge me $40 for it, well, it was $49 with the other figure in there. What am I paying for? The box?
Here's what I would have looked at with that Rogue, though. So that Rogue that came with that Destiny wasn't too different from that Rogue that came with Pyro. That's the Rogue that I used for my Griot Shorty because she came with that scarf. They adjusted the paint a little bit and got it back in line with the comic books because she didn't have the white outline as much as she had like the green suit and everything like that. But I'm wondering which one of those figures cost more out that 2-pack, the Destiny or the Rogue?
The Rogue. Ain't nobody checking for Destiny. I mean, if for nothing else but to finish off your Freedom Force pack, but I mean, your grouping, but the biggest one you're gonna deal with there is Blob. Yeah, so once you get everything, Avalanche, easy. You get Avalanche all day. You know what I'm saying? You get him on the cheap. You know what I mean? Pyro.
Listen, don't do my dog like that. Don't do my dog like that.
I ain't doing him like that. eBay doing him like that. Amazon doing him like that. You go on there, he on there for like $15.
Well, listen here. I'm looking on here. Let me see. It's $70. Yeah, eBay want $33 for Rogue and $43 for Destiny. Let me see what Amazon look like. I'm like, y'all set tripping.
You know who you talk to. Is that an average?
Listen, all I know is
it don't do nothing but get higher on eBay because Buzz just imposing whatever they think is a good price. Oh, I need to get the shoot. I remember one time my mama put something on eBay. She put her Thriller album on eBay and wanted $1 million for it and thought somebody was gonna pay it. All we got was messages talking about, are y'all serious?
This is when you got to give it up to Big Bro, because Big Bro make you look for some stuff. So here's what I would say to y'all right now. They going crazy with that 2-pack over there on eBay. Don't go to eBay unless you can't find it on Amazon. Always start at Amazon. It's still $49.99 on Amazon. That Destiny Rogue 2-pack is $49.99 at Amazon, and you can have it by Wednesday next week if you want
it. What Blob going for?
Hold on. They got your boy Gladiator and Death Bird, $57.99. That Iceman.
How bad I want a Death Bird. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that's where I'm at with it. Like, how bad I want a Death Bird. But I mean, like you said, it can always be used as fodder. And she got a purple uniform too. Huh. I wouldn't mind having that body as my Queen Mother Ramunda.
Ooh, I just saw something.
Well, it looked like it shocked you. Boy, goodness gracious, breathe. Breathe, brother.
Bro, I know. It took my breath away. You see me? Did you see me? Did you? Lord Jesus, Lord, fix it. Like I saw something for the low.
You want us to look at your hand all night?
My bad, bro. My bad. I'm sorry, Big Dre. It had, bro. You know what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me do this real quick. Hold on. I'm still here, big bro. I'm still here.
I know you still here.
This thing shot.
Here we go. That's a damn good question, Kamoya. Who do I pester him over next? Baron McCobb, Solomon Prey, Moses Magnum. Oh, Solomon Prey got wings. But he's so obscure. I got me a custom Moses Magnum. You know who I use for Moses Magnum's head? And y'all gonna be like, oh, it is so perfect. You know who I use for Moses Magnum's head? Farouk, the wrestler Farouk. Think about it. Farouk looks like Moses Magnum. I'm taking some pictures. I'm gonna take some pictures and show y'all. I wouldn't mind a Solomon Prey. I ain't gonna front. I wouldn't mind a Solomon Prey. Yeah, you know me and the wing situation. I'm always now.
That we just got something.
He said, well, that's accurate. Hey, it hit me one day, man. I was like, cause I had Wesley Snipes. I got like a custom Wesley Snipes head, and I was gonna put that on there, and I was like, okay, maybe. And then because I got both. I got two Farouks. I got one where he got this crazy costume on, and then they got the regular one on. And I was like,
okay, shout out to Mr. Ray Smith. Appreciate you, Mr. Smith. Good looking, Mr. Smith. I got you, Mr. Smith. I got you.
What's this say?
I got you, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith is looking out for his what would I be called? If he's my elder, what would I be called? The LD? I don't like that. Don't sound.
You be called his junior.
I be called. Yeah. He just looked out. He just looked out. He just looked out. Let me do this right here. Speaking of looking out, did you get your we still talking action figures?
Right. Did I get my what? Sound like the sound when the sounds to stop sounding. But Bobby Lashley, Titan. You know what? I got a Bobby Lashley. I could make Titan the Ultraman tomorrow. I got a Bobby Lashley head on a Sentry body and the costume, all the color. Bam. Wow. I didn't even think about that. See, that's why I rocks with the Rock With Me Nation, because y'all be having the rocking, rollicking ideas and come up with the spice that makes the life. Titan the Ultraman. Shouts out to Big Tony Cottrell. And that Titan the Ultraman over there at Advent Comics. Yes, Bobby Lashley would make a great Titan the Ultraman.
did you get your Isaiah Bradley head sculpt yet?
Which one you talking about?
The one you showed me.
I already got it.
That's what I was asking you if you had got it.
I sent you the link. You talking about the one that come with the shield?
Yeah.
Yes, I already have it, sir.
Okay.
When I sent you the link, I already had it.
Okay.
So yes, I have it. I actually have two. I got two head sculpts. I don't have two shields. I wouldn't mind having another shield. That shield is nice.
It is. What is our set? What is our third topic for tonight? We are at what? An hour, almost an hour in.
Well, okay. Shedeur Sanders.
Mr. Ray Smith, this is your time. This is your time to shine, Mr. Smith. We finna go in.
Okay. Joe Flacco got traded to the Cincinnati Bengals.
I just want to point out how odd that is.
An in-division rival. Okay, that's weird. That's very, very weird. And then Dylan Gabriel mover to QB1.
Yep.
No tutelage, no guidance. Just you in there now. I guess everybody think that. Yeah, I get. Well, Jackson Dart might be the exception, not the rule. But I digress. So Shedeur Sanders gets moved up to QB2. You're playing QB2 behind. Let's just say it. Let's call it what it is. You playing QB2 behind a cat you quarterback circles around.
Let's think about what it took for him to be named QB2.
Well, exactly. I mean, they had their way. They'd have left him on the practice squad.
The reason why I say that, and it's why I'm going to say what I've been saying for the past few months. Sports analysts, to me, are more entertainers than analysts. There's too much inconsistency. The whole Florida State thing, that was deliberate, where you saw how TCU beat Michigan. The whole narrative about Shedeur Sanders, ESPN personally follows Shedeur Sanders from Jackson State all the way to Colorado State. And then once somebody sent word down that NFL owners weren't interested in him as quarterback, now it was like damn near everything. Shout out to Louis Riddick. He kept being consistent with it. Folks like Dan Orlovsky backpedal. So I'm not stupid. You aren't either. We're football fans. If you're going to tell me you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan, you right there in Missouri and everything like that, you watch football. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Folks started making excuses. I'm going to call it mansplaining because I'm not going to make it race. We don't talk race. We don't deal with that. But folks wanted to start mansplaining why it made sense for, what is it, Yappy, Dappy, Peppy, whatever, to come off the practice squad and now be QB2. You and I watched Robert Griffin and Kirk Cousins get drafted by the Washington football team in the same draft. Chucky developed both RG3, John Gruden, Robert Gruden, his brother, developed both Robert Griffin and Kirk Cousins at the same damn time. Needed to. Why? Because when Robert went down with a horrific knee injury, guess who came on the field? Kirk Cousins. The veteran quarterback that was there before they got there, we don't even know who the hell it was. Wasn't on the roster the first day of season. It was RG3 and Kirk Cousins. So I look at folks thinking that folks stupid. like they were is the end all say all. Like we don't remember no damn football being played before they got them damn jobs. Or hell, even had football careers of their damn own. No, that's trash. I'll tell you what I believe. Remember the movie Moneyball?
Yeah.
Remember the manager? He wanted a player, and the GM wanted the player gone because he wanted somebody else. Cleveland called Cincinnati. This was the GM. Shador is his guy. Dylan Gabriel, that's Kevin Krapansky. That's what Mr. Ray Smith calls him. Copyright, all due to Mr. Ray Smith. Kevin Krapansky. Kevin wanted Dylan Gabriel as the starting quarterback. Well, when he made the move to start Dylan Gabriel and put Joe Flacco at number 2, the GM called Cincinnati and got Joe up out of there. Now you ain't got no excuse. That's why Kevin was stupefied. He meant, I didn't know this is what was being done. It caught us by surprise. No, it caught you by surprise. And you don't want to play Shador. If Shador starts, you hearing it here first. If Shador starts and the Browns look good with Shador as starting quarterback, Kevin Krapansky won't be the Browns head coach next year.
So should we be rooting? So we shouldn't be rooting for Gabriel to get hurt, but
I don't even think it's a matter of him getting hurt. He's 5'10". He's 5'10". Yeah.
Well,
he got drafted late. And when I say he got drafted late, it doesn't look good to the NFL or to the NBA if you stay in college for an exorbitant amount of time. The earlier you leave, you're ready to go. You and I look at the NFL, most cats, when they savvy, they ready, they leave as juniors. They don't leave as seniors. They leave 1 year early. Dylan Gabriel was a career college quarterback. Stay right there. That dinking and dunking. You're shorter than your offensive lineman. And you got to see over them. That's why balls start sailing over the heads and everything like that. If you press up on him, the bailout route by the tight end or the running back, if you take down the check down routes, now he got to read the field. Well, to read the field, you got to be able to see over the offensive lineman that's in front of you. While you got other dudes that play for the other team coming to see about you. He's not, it's not going to be a matter of being hurt. The 17 points you got on Sunday was what you got. That's it. You're going to want more than that. They want more than that. 17 points ain't going to keep Shador on the bench.
He says 6 years in college. Well, you know what it reminds me of, if I'm being honest? Al Davis. Okay. To show, once again, the African-American man his place, to show him that I'm superior to you, that I can make you do what I want you to do when I want you to do it, even though you my star running back and you just basically won me a Super Bowl last year. I'm going to sit you on the bench all season long. Where they do that at? Oh, that's right. They doing it right now in Cleveland. So what I say about that, I apply the cockroach rule. This just the 2 times you was able to see it. How many times it done happen and it ain't never been in the media and it ain't never been talked about, it ain't never been announced, and it ain't been made public knowledge. That's something they do regularly.
Folks,
you know what I'm saying?
What I don't like is the lack of intestinal fortitude, integrity. Journalism is supposed to be something. Like, you're supposed to have some type of journalistic integrity. And it wows me. I can't say bother me because I'd be lying. it's just a while to me to see somebody that wants to be taken credible as a NFL analyst, somebody who knows about quarterbacks, who will sit right there in front of the camera and say, well, it makes sense because that veteran has been in the league for like 2-3 years, so they'll be game ready. You mean the veteran that didn't even make the active roster? Like, why are you like, I'll be like this. And you said that with a straight face. Like, I don't even know. It's like that. You just lose credibility with me when you say stuff like that. I'm like, okay, and I'm just gonna mention the name. You're Dan Orlovsky. You look smart. That's the role that you play. When we watch First Take, your role is the smart guy. Your role. you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Your role is the smart guy. That's your role. You're acting as the smart guy. Stephen A. Smith his role is the over-the-top host of a TV show. That's his role. Not credible. That's his role. You act. Cam Newton is right now. He is the former sports. He's the former quarterback who was an enigma while he played at Carolina. Right now, he brings the newness, the sauciness, the sassiness. I almost want to say he's our version of what's the dude be on College Game Day, be hosting wrestling shows too and everything, like Pat McAfee. He's our version of Pat McAfee.
Okay.
That's what that is. They got a role to play. So I can't take him credible no more. I take you credible. I take you more credible than Mr. Smith. I didn't got more credible news from Mr. Smith over the past few days in regards to Cleveland.
Bruh. Hey, I've been there. Understand, man. Chiefs didn't start becoming competitive until the 2010s. You know what I'm saying? That's like I'm years of in the playoffs where you get to the wild card game and you just don't go no further. Years of you getting to the AFC Championship and you just get humiliated in the AFC Championship. And that's all you ever get to see for years and years and years. So I understand. Man, and he in Cleveland. They ain't seen when last time they was in some playoffs that mattered?
I don't see. I mean, the last time Cleveland, we talking the fumble. Because I don't really look at that other stuff. When they had Kevin Mack, Ernest Biner, Bernie Kosar, Vinny Testaverde, when they were doing it, like, because that's honestly, I was telling Grand Madam Taro, that's literally Mr. Smith's team that had them players on it. That why the defense ain't like that. The team started in Cleveland. Like, that defense started in Cleveland. I don't think folks. Tony Saragusa was in Cleveland. That team got moved to Baltimore, and Tony Saragusa was a linchpin on that Baltimore Ravens defense when they was. But
well,
I don't.
Yeah, and I'm just saying I understand when you choose to be with your team or you down with your team and you just long suffering and hard suffering, man. And sometimes because I ain't even gonna lie, it was a couple years where I was like, okay, the Titans was my backup team. Yeah, where I was doing that. But then it was just like, bruh, nah, I'm gonna ride with my team, I'm gonna ride or die, period, point blank. So it's like, man, how long your team got? Because I'm like, hey, if you 2-15 and, and 3, you know what I'm saying? And you should be getting draft choices in the first round to the point where you end up by osmosis getting a squad.
That's why I made the statement. It wasn't a personal dig at anybody. It was, you normally have a window, and that window consists of your high draft picks doing what they were supposed to do. Your draft picks, their productivity, the coaching, everything is gelling. But when you look at teams that win, there is a fall off period because you're not drafting high draft picks. You're having to go find talent, scrape, do it, and everything like that. To your point, the Chiefs weren't always where they are right now. You get Travis Kelce. All right, cool. You get you a Patrick Mahomes. Okay, cool. You pair that up with a great coach. All right, now we got some high first round draft pick, but we see the war of attrition. You've even talked about it yourself. Folks leaving because they want money to go play someplace else because you only got so much money, which begs to your point. How are you perennially getting first round draft picks because you suck and you have been sucking consistently for an 8-year period? That should damn near be impossible. You have been drafting high first round, second round draft picks for 8 years, which goes to what Joe, I forget the cornerback used to play for the Cleveland Browns. He and Debo, my former linebacker, have a show in Joe Horn. He said it. It's the organization. The Browns as an organization suck. And when you look at what Kevin Stefanski, Pansky, is doing in regard managing, mismanaging, not managing, Shedeur Sanders, that is a prime example. She with her sister still. She not gonna come back? Yeah, she's coming back. She just ain't got back yet. Check on the baby in the room for me. Okay. That's it's Joe like when you look at Cincinnati. Hold on. This is my wife. Hello.
Oh, we ain't gonna pause in the middle of the show. We're gonna keep it going. Now while he's out, I'm gonna take an opportunity to pivot and move on to a different topic. Now this might be kind of fun because I think everybody will be able to participate. Y'all can start, throwing stuff up in the comments as we go, if y'all feel so led. All right. Now, the other day, somebody approached me, and this is how deep I believe that the average moviegoer is starting to think. Whether that be you watching a movie at the theater or watching this movie streaming. We're just and not just from a pure watching a movie, enjoying a movie kind of standpoint. You know what I mean? What are we gonna watch tonight? Say for instance, you wanted to watch an MCU movie and you're watching an MCU movie. Now, what this comes down to is this was a great movie, or you thought it was a great movie, and then you say to yourself, where does this come from? Where does this material come from for this movie that you're making? And you stop and you say, okay, it comes out of comic books. Okay, so let me see what the comic book character looks like. And you read a comic or two. Now, the big difference between reading comics to get an understanding of what this character is, or reading recent comics to get an understanding of what this character is. Case in point, Spider-Man is not the same character he was in 1963. He was dealing with different things. He was going through different situations, both as Spider-Man and Peter Parker. They are a part of what makes him his total character, if you will. Now, I'm beating around the bush and stalling to waste time till Theo gets back. But if I have to, I can dive back off into it and we catch him on the flip side. Here's what I'm talking about. No, that's supposed to be me. The other way around. Confound you. Would that work? No. No. Got it. Okay, let's do that. All right. Now, can y'all see that? Right here with Captain America. Now, what we're talking about here is what is it that the MCU changed about these core characters that made it not 100% work? Okay, got Captain America say not showing more of him fighting Nazis in World War II with the invaders. More. They didn't show him fighting with the invaders at all in Captain America, if I recall. But that not happening made Captain America not be, you know what I'm saying? Why, thank you, Kamoyo. I don't stall, I entertain. All right. Iron Man, which was the movie I thought was probably the closest to being like the character in the comic book, they said mishandling his rogues gallery. Valid point. More specifically, never showing his rivalry with the Mandarin. Yeah, that's a big one. Black Widow, making her a hero who wants redemption instead of a ruthless, morally gray assassin. Hawkeye, not giving him his personality, a younger, snarky, reckless, cocky, and lovable idiot who challenges authority. Didn't see none of that either. And so you get where I'm getting at with these characters, the ones, you know, you can read that at your leisure. But here we are. Sam Wilson, Captain America. What made Sam, and you can drop whatever you want to drop in the comments while we're at it, but what made Sam Wilson, Captain America, fail as a character that they took, you know what I'm saying, that they changed? First of all, what is Sam Wilson in the comic books like as Captain America? Or would we have to go back to when he was the Falcon? And I ain't going to dwell on it too long, but basically, they took away his more harder edged origin. They should have went with his 616 origin versus his 1610 one. That would have been a much better story, and it would have spoke stronger to his integrity. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been through some stuff and redeemed himself. That would have been much better. Winter Soldier, it just seems like a lot of the atrocities and things that he committed were more implied than anything else. I would have liked to have seen more Winter Soldier when he was Winter Soldiering. You know what I mean? Because it's like he just disappeared and we didn't see him no more. And then he had gotten over what he needed to get over and still wasn't a coherent being. Casting Anthony Mackie as, yeah, that definitely, yeah, I no shade, but that he just ain't who I see. You know, Vision, his origin story was poorly handled. in my opinion. You should have made him cooler than what you made him. Wait a minute. Does that work? Aha. Okay.
Yeah. We back.
Okay, let me get back to that. That's exactly how I wanted it in the first place. All right. Vision. What, like I said, what failed with Vision for me was you had Tony Stark and Bruce Banner being responsible for his creation. How much cooler would it have been if Ultron was created by Henry Pym? Think about it. Okay, Scarlet Witch. You made her too powerful too quickly. You know, we didn't get to see her like at that level she was at in Age of Ultron and Civil War. We didn't get to see her kind of like get down at that level before you elevated her to chthonic levels. You know, at least that's me. And Theo, you can feel free to chime in, you know, anytime you feel like it.
To me, if I had to sit back and think about, you know, I understand, you know, folks act like we don't understand, you know, adapting comic book content for, you know, movie telling and everything like that. But I was fine with the Vision up until the point when we got to Infinity War. Like I'm not a fan of nerfing superheroes. I felt like that was a jacked up portrayal. No different than what we did with Hulk in Infinity War, just messing up the character. I feel like Sam Wilson's initial portrayal, that's Anthony Mackie. We need to stop calling that Sam Wilson. And I say that because Sam Wilson is from Harlem. The version of the MCU, that's Anthony Mackie. That character's from Louisiana. New Orleans, Louisiana. That's Anthony Mackie. That's Anthony Mackie joining the army and everything like that. That ain't got nothing to do. And I'm not knocking Anthony Mackie. I think he's a decent actor and everything like that. I saw what he did over there in Twisted Metal. I've enjoyed his acting, but that trash, Lamar Hoskins representation, it's trash. Pietro's representation.
Here. All right, can you see the screen, Theo?
Let me put these reading glasses back on.
Yeah, try that. Okay. Now, right now, we at Vision.
Well, yeah. So I'll stay right there then. What wind up happening in Infinity War to me messed up his trajectory. I was cool with the modernized adaptation and everything like that. To your point, yeah, it would have been better if it would have been, you know, Ultron. But then again, now we're going to talk about Claw and T'Challa's story being effed up, which is later on down the road. But yeah I was fine up until that point.
Okay. Well, what about Wanda? And I guess we could call Wanda and Pietro a package deal. Because like I said earlier, with Wanda, I feel like, okay, she got too powerful too quick. Because a lot of things that we dealt with, at least, I mean, maybe our generation, for years and years and years and years and years and years and years, Wanda would use her powers and overexert herself and end up doing something like fainting or falling out or something like that. And eventually we seen her get stronger and stronger and strong enough until she got to that point. She just went from, I'm pretty powerful to, oh, shit, you all powerful. And it's like, wait, we didn't see, you know, the growth in that power. She just went from powerful to way powerful.
So I think what I don't want to say confused Wanda, but made things more complicated than they needed to be was WandaVision. WandaVision was an opportunity to do something great, and they missed it.
Well, see, by that time she was already reality altering.
Right, but I'm saying like, so if she's already because we what do we get? Before we get to that, WandaVision, the most we've gotten with her is Infinity War Endgame. That's where we're at with it. We get that scene in Infinity War where Okoye says, "Why was she up there all this time?" But
Yeah.
as far as like the whole reality bending, you see that when she does the town and everything like that, she recreates the vision, the house and everything like that. And that's where it goes left. Folks want to see Mephisto. No, we ain't gonna get Mephisto. We finna get Agatha. I might get too damn about Agatha, especially this version of Agatha Harkness. Okay, well, what way? So we want Pietro, but so you're gonna bring in this actor from the X-Men movies, but it's a damn fake out. And then her children. Me and the story, what's going on with her children. We set up, you know what? Which me and you should have just realized then they was just doing what the hell they want to damn do. So they effed her up in WandaVision.
Now with Pietro, if we talk about the original one, all right, you are a character, a superhero, and your forte, your gimmick, your trick is speed.
Speed.
You're fast. You're very, very fast. Fast is what you do. You've been doing it all day. Okay. You telling me Quicksilver was not fast enough to save his friends, that boy, and get out of the way of them bullets?
You know what? It's too close to Sunday to me lying to you. What I would tell you is that no differently than somebody was afraid to call their underwater sea kingdom Atlantis, that same person was also afraid to have their own version of Pietro. That's like saying you're afraid to have your own version of a hamburger because somebody else got a hamburger.
That part.
And
I think that's pretty obvious for him. Now Carol Danvers, we might get a little more out of her. What made Captain Marvel fail? You didn't build the story up the right way. If you was going to tell that story, why wouldn't you tell the story of Captain Marvel's entire legacy? Oh no, that would require you to show an even more powerful character and their origins and their story, and then explain how you were the character that ended up taking that name.
If I had to look at Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers specifically, what was wrong with her introduction into the MCU was it was disingenuous all across the board. And fans knew it. That there was nothing genuine about her participation. That was pandering 101. If anybody want to call, how folks like to use the word woke, well,
okay. I guess we kind of froze up in the middle of the thought there. But whoa, hang on, what we saying over here? Oh my goodness. Say Carol wasn't a hot mess. She was a sterile social justice warrior, and folks hated it.
Listen, I think they got mad when I said that. She was the DEI hire. It was either supposed to be Marvel or Monica Rambeau. One or the other. That was it.
Why couldn't it?
It was either one of them two. They ain't had a damn thing to do with Carol.
You showed it could have been all three with the Marvels. See what I'm saying?
So now,
why didn't you do that story first? That would have been a great idea. Okay, so what do you think was the issue with Doctor Strange?
I actually like Doctor Strange, but the ending by this time, I'm seeing way too many times where we're just doing the opposite of the antagonist is just the opposite of the protagonist. I think there was more we could have did with Doctor Strange if we were going to go down a role of using Dormammu. I think Dormammu's portrayal in the MCU reminds me way too much of Galactus's portrayal in Fox Fantastic Four.
Agree.
So I would have liked to have seen a more compelling story. Don't go big if you can't go big. If you can't go big, don't go big. We could have just had Steven battling Mordro to see who was going to be the Sorcerer Supreme. That we could have did that. Don't go big if you can't go big.
Now, why do we elevate Wong? I feel like that distracts from what Steven was. Why would you make Wong is a man servant? I mean, why you can make him a butler, you can make him an employee, you can make him whatever you want to, but don't make him the damn Sorcerer Supreme.
He could have still been a mage, a formidable master, mystic of the
Wong wields magic in the comics. Wong's also a martial artist, but Wong ain't the Sorcerer Supreme.
Right. There was no reason for that. Right. There was no reason for that. But when you're doing this fake stuff, where you want to do this fake pandering, and that's what it boils down to. Here's the thing. And and I'm gonna say this right now, and I don't know why I got to say this. Folks make the mistake of believing because somebody has race swapped the character that the people wanted that race swap to take place. The Asian comic book fan is perfectly fine with Stephen Strange being the Sorcerer Supreme. They're fine with it. They might want better representation for Wang, but they're fine.
Definitely the ancient one.
Right. They're absolutely fine with folks having the role that they have. Now, what you can do is elevate them in the comics, give them a different role, elevate their story, do something with their story. But I don't need a black dude to be the Sorcerer Supreme. I got the Shaman Supreme over here.
That part. And the one we all been waiting for. T'Challa, the Black Panther. Y'all need to hit me up in the comments and let me know, because I know we pretty much are all in agreement, Rock With Me Nation, about what we think made T'Challa fail as a character.
Oh man, don't get me started.
I'm getting them started. They the ones that's gonna drop it in the comments. That's what we're gonna do, because I know this is the one y'all was waiting for anyway. So let's go ahead and get it. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta go all the way back to Avengers Age of Ultron. We finna do this right.
Okay.
Because that's T'Challa's introduction into the MCU, whether we want to believe it or not. Definitely Wakanda. So I was nervous then. I like, oh, we ain't gonna do this right. We don't care at all. We're gonna mess up my character story, and that's the damnest thing.
The mishandling of Wakanda, period. You know what I'm saying? Why couldn't someone from Wakanda, I mean, not even T'Challa himself, why couldn't someone from Wakanda have been around with that Ultron and that Claw situation?
Because we didn't have anybody that cared.
That much vibranium gone, stolen, and we don't know nothing.
Listen, we didn't have anybody that cared. You know what would have been nice? As much as somebody made that BS line talking about, well, we knew for folks to care about Wakanda, they needed to care about T'Challa. It'd have been nice if you'd have cared about T'Challa.
Well, period. They showed they didn't care. They showed they didn't care at all. They didn't, you know, he didn't get treated other than because the Russo brothers showed more respect, you know what I'm saying, than anybody else who fooled around on that project, because his best showing was in Captain America Civil War, if we're being honest.
Yeah, it was.
So
it absolutely was. It's like we were afraid to show that dude, and then, you know, I just, like I said, me and you talked about it before we went on camera. I don't like the negative things that have transpired. You still have folks way too sensitive. Like anything Shorty gets, or any type of love Shorty gets, they lose they ish in regards to T'Challa. It's like, damn, like, can we just write the story? But you understand it because how BS they treated T'Challa in regards to Shorty in the actual MCU itself. It's just, we got Wakanda at the house. Ain't that what you say?
Period. Point blank.
Yeah.
And Kamayo said he wished the Russos had done the Black Panther movie. It probably would have. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Anyway, moving on to Ant-Man. Ant-Man. Oh my gosh. Ant-Man.
Where's Hank Pym? Hank Pym. Where's Hank Pym? Hank. Where's Hank? And then by the time we get Hank too damn old.
Hank and Janet. You know what I'm saying? Since we got Ant-Man and Wasp back to back, Hank and Janet, who nobody asked for Scott and Hope. Nobody.
We don't want to tell the story about how Hank slowly lost his damn mind. Like, we don't want to tell. We ain't got to put him putting hands on Janet part in the MCU, but we can slowly show him being deconstructed as a character, using Egghead, using Ultron. I think that would have made for some compelling storytelling. But you know, what do I know?
You know what I'm saying? And show Yellow Jacket the way you need to show Yellow Jacket. Yellow Jacket. We still ain't got a decent Yellow Jacket action figure yet.
I
got one, but they made it way back in 2007. You know what I'm saying?
You need a new one, big dog.
It's got the ball joints.
Yeah, you need a new one, big dog.
Yeah. And it's the one where they got the, you know, all the extra articulation. So that one there. Now, last, but certainly not put that way on purpose, we come to one James Rose, aka War Machine. All right. First of all, y'all punked him as a character. It's like everybody else got nerfed gradually. Rose didn't even get to be powerful. You know what I'm saying? His best showing was Iron Man 2. After that, we didn't really see nothing great come out of him battle-wise anyway. For the rest of the time we saw him on the screen, he was just kind of there as Iron Man Plus, Iron Man Light. You know what I mean? And that ain't really what he was supposed to be. Not to mention the character himself. You know, as my brother Theo always loves to point out, how come we got the extremist virus and we could cure Tony, but James Rose still walking around
10 years
with fancy
10 years.
Still walking around like that. So that's how we felt. So for my brother, for my brother Ant that was asking, now you know that's how effed up the depictions were. That's how much stuff they left on the table. Feel me?
Lamar Hoskins. R.I.P. Still
You know what I'm
alive
saying?
and well.
All of that. Now, I want to shift gears from Marvel over to DC. And that's probably like where we're going to end up wrapping tonight. My question to you is this, Theo. Do you remember and or are you familiar with the Elseworlds comics?
Yes.
Okay. Now, basically, for those of y'all that ain't in the know about Elseworlds, Elseworlds is essentially DC's version of What If. And if I dare say it, I like stories that are made in that vein, because every once in a while I do want to see a story where it's like, well, what if Superman lose? Or what if Batman get killed? What happened? Well, how they gonna carry on? And I feel like, of course, one of the more popular ones being, right now, because Injustice, has gotten to a point where, it's got, standalone different volumes of trade paperbacks. Not to mention, it's been depicted in animated form.
Let's look at this thing here. Elseworlds.
Right.
I want to say Demon in the Family, where we got our first introduction to Damian Wayne. He was a grown-ass man. I don't want nobody thinking like this is our first time seeing Damian. No, Damian actually popped up in an Elseworld story a long time ago, where Ra's al Ghul had him and his people pull up in the Batcave wearing every bat suit Bruce had, riding every Batmobile Bruce had, all that stuff. So we've seen Damian before, but that was an Elseworld story. The Nail 2. I don't know if you remember that story.
I do.
That was an Elseworld story. As a matter of fact, Kingdom Come is an Elseworld story. That is an Elseworld story.
One of my favorites.
I know Daryl is going to tell y'all about the vampire stories and everything like that, but I want us to think about the Elseworld stories we may have not realized actually had the Elseworlds logo right there on the cover. It was an Elseworld story. We didn't look at it like there was another. No, that wasn't an Elseworld story. That was a Justice League story by your boy who you was telling me about. He did some magnificent writing when he was on. But listen, he did one with the Key, which could have been considered an Elseworld story, where Bruce and Selena had a son who was Robin. These Elseworld stories lit now. They lit.
Yeah.
Where Superman and Batman are in Russia, it's Elseworld story.
Red Sun. Yeah. So, and I mean, rather than just kind of making and I like their idea where they just take it and say, okay, we're going to make a standalone animated movie. How dope would a weekly series be? And they don't have to be connected. They can all be just separate stories, kind of like, I don't know, there's a show on Netflix called Love, Death, and Robots. And it's a bunch of like shorts of different stories that either got something to do, it's sci-fi, and it either got something to do with love, either got something to do with death, or either got something to do with robots. And it's a cool little series. Each one's different. Each one's a different style of animation, all of that. That would be a great idea, like to do with Elseworlds. You could have like, say, for instance, a Speed and Bullet story. Speed and Bullets, that's the story where instead of Kal-El being found by John and Martha Kent, he's found by Thomas and Martha Wayne. So that night in Crime Alley, when Joe Chill shoots the Waynes, he goes to try to shoot young Bruce as well, and young Bruce puts heat vision on. So
when
that
you say
just right
Elseworlds,
there is like, okay. And Joe Chill ends up being the Joker.
When you say Elseworlds, you got me thinking. We do too. I think that's what I find appealing about James Gunn, and I know we're getting ready to end it here shortly. James Gunn universe. Been watching Peacemaker. I don't know if you have watched the last episode, which was crazy. And we can definitely, I don't know if you've been following it, but if you have, we can definitely do a joint live on that and everything like that. Talk about, we can definitely do that. He treats it his take. It's his take. He's not insulting the comic book fan. As a matter of fact, he's respecting the comic book fan, to be perfectly honest with you. And I wanted to ask you, what is so different when it comes to how you perceive? I'm not asking anybody else. What's the difference in how you perceive James Gunn's universe and Kevin Feige's universe, if there is one?
Okay, I can give you two takes real quick. From a comic book reader's perspective, the attention to detail shows. You know what I'm saying? It's like you didn't just glaze over no comic book and come to the conclusion of what you came to in this series. You actually read them and grew up reading them because the passion can be seen in the finished product. I know if you love that because somebody told you that's what that was, and I know if you love that because you love that, and I can see the difference that you love that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just saying, oh, here's something for me to exploit because I see a demographic. I mean, it's business, but don't pass yourself off as something that you ain't. And that's the essential difference between James Gunn and Kevin Feige from what I see.
I think to sum it up, as a comic book fan, is I don't feel insulted by James Gunn. I don't feel slighted by James Gunn. As a comic book fan, I don't feel like I'm not appreciated by James Gunn. I feel like James Gunn actually cares about me as a fan, not just the general audience, but he actually cares about me as a fan. And I think James Gunn has, without saying it, not tried to insinuate what he was doing was usurping what was going on in the comic books. I don't even think with you and I reading, we're reading the main DC universe. We're reading the absolute universe. Here we are talking about Elseworlds, and I don't think one time James Gunn has tried to insinuate he's trying to impede on any of that, where you got one person saying, well, this is the 616. Or even, we don't hire comic book fans. That's a red flag.
Oh, that was rather sudden. Oh my. Maybe he wasn't pumping the way he needed to be pumping. Well, he can get back in here as quickly as he can get back in here for however many few more minutes we're gonna be in here. Is there anybody with a there he is? Wow, that was weird.
They saying too much over there. Get them off the air now.
Go back.
Huh?
I said, going back to what you were saying.
It's he's the mural on the wall in the Justice League, like that was like, whoa. Like you mentioned attention to detail. Creature Commando, You sitting up there like, whoa. And me and you watching Peacemaker episode 8, when they convinced Vigilante to get him all that bread and everything like that, here come checkmate. We already knew it was coming. We already, and you sit there like, yep. You gave us Sasha Bordeaux. We saw this. Like, you just spit her and Nick to the side and everything like that. Okay.
And you did. That's what I like about James Gunn. He don't make a big deal about introducing a character. I'm introduce this character to you. If you want to know more about this character, then you know what I'm saying, read, and then if it's enough demand, I do a movie.
He said up there, well, why we not gonna get a Peacemaker season 3? Because he already made a statement. We're not gonna get a Peacemaker season 3. He like, well, hell, because we might be getting a Checkmate season 1. I don't know. The Salvation Run thing. You sit up there like,
absolute,
okay,
absolute power.
You are appreciating what he's, and mind you, he's not trying to replace the comics. He's not even insinuating that. He's telling his own version, his own universe, and he's doing enough. Like I said, he's, without saying it, I don't think he's written it, said it publicly. But what he hasn't said the opposite of what Marvel said. The comic book fan isn't appreciated. That sends a red flag to us. And we're getting what we're getting. I think he gave us a different take on Judo Master. But then again, if we're thinking about who Judo Master really should be, no, he shouldn't be no white dude with blonde hair. He gave us an accurate character-wise portrayal of Mr. Terrific, Michael Holt. Folks felt so, oh man, why he listen? Every brother don't really need to listen to rap to whoop your ass. Some brothers gonna whoop your ass to classical music. That's just what.
Ass whooping, ass whooping.
Guy Gardner. I ain't even mad at what he did with Shira, because you sit up like, well, she ain't white. Because I've been sitting up like, she shouldn't have never been white. Jay's like, you know what? You ain't wrong.
But she short as hell.
Don't listen, and will still drop your ass out the sky. Who else we got?
Where her wings go? Where her wings go?
Guy Gardner. That's Guy. Like Nathan Fillion's personality portrayal of Guy Gardner. That's Guy. You know what I'm saying? Even when he went back and re-edited the stuff, mixed the stuff in, where you got Peacemaker was first, he was coming out to Superman them, and now he coming out to Superman and the Justice Gang.
Yeah. I actually like Metamorpho too. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to explain it. Lex Luthor told you what the dude does. You know what I'm saying? If you want more backstory about him, then you know what I'm saying? I'm just giving, you know who it is. If you read comic books, you know who that is. I ain't got to explain that to you.
Hey man, Wikipedia said right there. You can look it up. Metamorpho.
You want to know that? Just like if you want to know more about Dracula, you look up Dracula. You know what I'm saying? You don't get mad at Bram Stoker. He been dead 100 and some years. He don't care.
Listen, I just wanted to ask that question because to me, it's like, even if you don't necessarily know the characters in Creature Commandos, that's what that was. We ain't really know it like that. Hell, I knew Peacemaker from Charlton Comics, but well, I think it's safe for me and Daryl to say this ain't the Peacemaker from Charlton Comics.
There's pieces and parts. Parts.
But he wasn't this damn entertaining. Chris wasn't this damn entertaining over there in the damn comic book. Like
Chris was a little different. He more of a secret agent.
Yeah. So, but it's nice though. It's not insulting. It doesn't insult the character. Like, that's the thing. His portrayal of Chris doesn't insult the character. The character is multi-layered. It's diverse. I don't know why people keep making a big deal out of being diverse. Damn it, you want to be a diverse person. But the character, I like what James got going on with the characters. He's telling me he cares about all the damn characters. He's right. He's right. And
he
the
read
cast is
comic
wonderful.
books. You know what I'm saying? Rather than introducing his audience to a comic book world, he says, here's a comic book world. Insert yourself into it. Enjoy the experience. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you got to go in there and look and see all that stuff. Hey, how come Lex Luthor is doing what he's doing right now and blah, 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 blah? You know, you got to fit. It ain't just laid out. It ain't just sitting there for you. Hey, who's that dude in that suit with that big old, they calling him Ultraman. Is he really Ultraman? And now if you go and look up Ultraman in DC Comics, you're going to see something entirely different than what you saw on the screen. However, though,
well, what they said, because he 27. How old is Clark in the movie? 27.
He's like in his late, he's like in his, I think, like late 20s, early 30s.
The way James said, the way James set it up, he was like, 20, 30 years ago.
I think he was 33. I think he was 33.
He said 30 years ago,
it was like 300,000 years ago. Yeah.
He's landed on Earth. 3 years ago, he announced himself as Superman, and 3 hours ago, he lost his first fight. I'm like, he just told you what the hell going on. To your point, when you say, here's the comic book world, insert yourself in it, like, I'm not going to do all this backdrop on damn Clark Kent. You know who the hell Clark Kent is.
But see, if you do it the way James Gunn does it, it still sparks interest in the source material. There's still a whole bunch of meat left on that bone that I ain't even showed you yet. Maybe you want to go and get a taste of it for yourself in comic book form and see how close I stick to it.
I think it's something to be said. Synergy. You and I talked about synergy before. I think it's something to be said for you. Be like, okay, I'm finna drop this Superman movie, and you can keep it on Clark if you want to. You absolutely could, but you say you doing your thing. You finna expand your universe. I still think he was trolling the MCU. I would have to get him off to the side and swear I'm not gonna tell nobody. But I think Mr. Terrific is him trolling Black Panther over there in the MCU. Sue me. So I think that's what he was doing. So he gonna pay attention to detail. You feel me saying? He gonna get you all right. He be like, oh. Then he gonna let it leak. Oh no, I'm recasting. No. Regardless, I'm recasting. Ain't nobody asking him for this type of information. He just volunteering stuff. Oh yeah, I'm recasting. You can't even feel bad. You look at Hawk Girl, you say she's short. If you Latino, you like Middle Eastern. Because she looked like she could be one or the other. I ain't saying, I'm just saying.
Well, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. When they showed us Thanagarians and Thanagar, and they had that star cross, I think it was like a 2-parter, 3-parter. Every actor that voiced a Thanagarian was Latina.
Yep, sure is. Yo, you can look that up. That's free game. That's free game. That's free game. You can get it from free game. So it's one of them things where you be like, you paying attention. So you got everybody feeling good about some stuff. The only thing folks didn't feel good about, and I'm like, you telling on yourself when you get mad about that, is they didn't like the fact that Clark wasn't portrayed how they wanted him portrayed. They wanted Clark portrayed as a white male, and Clark was portrayed as an alien. Shitty alien.
That's what he is. Yeah. I mean, and nobody points that out better than Lex Luthor, whom I might add again, and Paul Martin in the building, he was evil for evil's sake. He was a bastard to everybody.
I mean, and you know what? I ain't gonna do that, but I'm sitting up here like, New Warriors. New Warriors. I like the New Warriors. Did you like New Warriors? Love the New Warriors.
I
love
love
the New
Warriors.
I think it's safe to say we got all the New Warriors action figures. I think we do. I think it's safe to say.
I got all the ones they make.
Yeah, and I think Hasbro must have heard us about naming Rita, because I ain't heard no more about that action figure coming out. Great job. You screwed the pooch on that. No, we are not buying enough. Next time, release the version that folks want. Anyway, what would they say about, and I'm not talking about the version of the team they tried to put back out. That, because that was DEI for no reason. Safe space. I don't know what we're talking about over here. That was DEI for no reason. What would they say about this, about the roster, the OG roster? How would, you know what I'm asking you? We almost at, we got 9 minutes left. Let's make this one juicy right here. Because you hear folks out here. You hear what they be saying about stuff. You know how they felt about Superman and everything like that. Michael Hope. What would these folks be saying today about the New Warriors, the way they were written then? They would be.
Okay. Here's my thing. You can do what you want to do, but I'm going to need a Nova. I'm going to need a Namorita. I'm going to need a Marvel Boy, Justice, whatever you want to call him. I'm going to need a Speedball. I'm going to need a Firestar. And I am most definitely going to need a Night Thrasher leading that team.
No, I'm talking about, even if they just, the comic book stories that came out then, if they would have put those comic stories out now, the way folks act now, what would folks say
if James Gunn did it? And
no, I'm saying not in a movie, just in a comic book. Just in a comic book.
Bring back those New Warriors?
If those stories that were told back then, because we didn't hear folks complaining about them stories back then. That's what I'm saying. No, everybody loved the New Warriors. Well, would you really love the New Warriors if they came out today?
New Warriors, hell yeah! Especially if Mark Bagley and Fabian Nziza did it. Hell yeah, the combination of their art and their storytelling was fantastic. I've always loved Mark Bagley's art. It is great.
Here we go. Would those who criticize writing that features characters, comics that features characters that aren't male, white men, would they embrace? Because I don't think, because like I said, we didn't hear no complaints about the New Warriors. Everybody embraced the New Warriors back then. Would those same folks that's complaining about woke overrunning comics complain about them stories today if they were released? Because I'm like, I ain't hear nothing from you back then.
One of them would have to be a member of the LGBTQ, and then that will mark off that box. I'm telling you, that's the only dot you ain't dotted.
Now you know what? And here's the damnest thing about it. This dot wouldn't be hard to dot at all. The second Turbo. I don't think her orientation was ever declared. There you go.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Speaking of which, Hasbro, While you gave us that damn Warbo that nobody asked for.
That. What you finna say? Come
You,
on, yo.
you could have gave us a damn torpedo.
You asked me earlier in the comment, or I can't remember if it was. Yeah, that's who we need you to nag Hasbro about next. Get us a torpedo, a 2-pack male and female version.
Listen, it goes in great. Listen, Hasbro, if y'all, I know y'all are. Let me stop that. It goes in great with the new Warriors and the ROM action figure. I don't even know why we sitting up here tripping between the Nova Corps, the Kree Warriors, and the Space Knights. I don't know why we ain't got a wave comprised of that yet where I can have me a diorama as a damn Build-A-Figure. I don't know what's going on. Y'all got me in my feelings. I should have me a Starshine action figure. I'd have damn sure appreciated a Starshine action figure way before some damn Warbo.
Bruh, I don't know who told them we needed more Crystar figures. I didn't even need the first one. I wasn't. Nobody I know is checking for Crystar. That is so. It's such a waste of time. It is such a waste of time. If you want to do some figure, Hasbro, if you want to do some figures, do the Micronauts. Do the Micronauts. Do the comic book version of the Micronauts. We want to see that. I would buy that whole line if you did some Micronauts. But oh no, you fooling around with freaking Crystar that nobody, half the people you talk to ain't even heard of a damn Crystar or know what a Crystar is, let alone Warbo. I think I seen somebody in the comments when you talking about Warbo was like, who? Don't nobody know no damn Warbo is, but y'all making action figures about the dude, man. Y'all need to call some people that know something about something. You know what I'm saying? Ain't about Crystar, you can abandon that figure and you can abandon that whole line and won't nobody be mad at you, Hasbro. I promise.
Listen, I'm sitting up here like this.
See what I'm saying? Great just said it. Look, hey, Great just said it. Who?
Right. There, watch this. I'm still in my feelings because I ain't getting no Power Ranger Ninja Storm action figures. Let's just stay right there. And you ain't even effing with Power Rangers no more. I'm in my feelings about that. But damn, if Bug could have been your second action figure released from Micronauts, and everybody effing with that. Everybody would have jumped on that character. Two different head sculpts.
They had the Micronaut where like that they pattern commander Arcturus ran off of. He had a backpack. And it had like some little space gliding wings, and you could put them down, and they clip down, be facing downward, and then you could hit a switch, and they pow, and they pop up. Bruh, bring that on back. You know what I'm saying? The Croy ears, bruh, you got like 2-3 Croy ears you could do. It's just like he said, Bug, Baron Karza, Force Master, Force Commander, Marionette, Biotron, man, all that. You could do a battle cruiser, bro. Y'all lunching.
Who y'all be listening to? Who do y'all be listening to? No, dead ass. Who y'all? And then let me just go ahead and say this. And shout out to Oak Tree Custom. Shout out to Oak Tree Custom. Hasbro, you missed a moment.
You missed a moment. A few moments.
You missed
a few moments.
This dude can set up here at the house.
Go ahead.
This dude can set up here at the house and then customize not more than one. The XR71 Blackbird for the X-Men. It ain't got all the damn bells and whistles. It don't need all that.
For 6-inch figures.
It don't need all that. We sitting up here trying to figure out, because like I said, I done told it. Bro, as soon as you drop the Quinjet, I'm in there like swimmer. Soon as you drop the Quinjet. Oh,
Why they ain't listening? Well, apparently they've shown that they can listen. they've shown that they do every once in a while watch a video and see a couple old black men talking about action figures and go, hey, maybe we should consider that. Let me take this to marketing in the morning.
The stuff that they releasing right now, they are going to release. It's not called the Snowcat. What was they got the black version of it for the Cobra troopers and everything, the black tank, and then they got it as a snow vehicle. So you know, we sitting up there like,
ain't that the Hiss?
Yeah, the Hiss. That's what it is, the Hiss. So
Okay.
you know, me and you didn't talk about like, man, don't nobody give a damn about all them damn lights and stuff like that. We just want some stuff that we can sit the action figure in, move it, take pictures of it and everything like that, pose with it. That's it. Nobody need all that. You putting all them damn, nobody care about all that. Bobby Valor come out, he dropped the Vanguard. Man, thank you. Appreciate you. Good looking. Take some pictures, go about my damn business. I'm sitting up here looking at these movies. So now they got another winter Hiss. It ain't got all the bells and whistles. It's more along the lines of the Vanguard. It looked nice. Damn it, we've been told you that. We've been told you that. And it's gonna be that made to order thing where you order it and then when they get done, you know, then they take it out your check. I'm like, I don't like working for free. I know y'all used to us doing that and everything like that. Me and Daryl don't like working for free. We see our ideas floating out there. Y'all really just need to call us though, because that would have saved y'all a lot of time and effort with that whole Crystal Warbow thing. We'd have never signed off on that.
Bruh, man, what the people who are buying your stuff is not the demographic you shooting it at. It's us. We people buying your stuff. You know what I'm saying? 30s, 40s. You know what I'm saying? Yay, it's true. We the one buy. So what should you be making action figures of? Like we told you, you're doing good with the G.I. Joe. Keep doing the G.I. Joe. You're doing good with the Transformers.
7-inch.
Hey, I'm beyond that. And you're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good with the Transformers. Keep doing the Transformers. Well, I don't collect Transformers, but I like Transformers. If y'all could, if y'all possibly could, you might want to look at making some more like I said, my man mentioned ROM. We was loving ROM in the 80s. We was collecting ROM in the 80s. It'd be nice to have, you know, some more space nights to go along with ROM, like he said, like Starshine and maybe Firefall and a couple of the others, you know, because we like that. And we'll purchase it if you make it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
a whole damn army. That's a squad. Like, what we doing? And they go along with other factions of Marvel Legends. That's the Guardians of the Galaxy. Not did I say that right? Guardians of the Galaxy and everything like that. Yeah, them. It's the Nova Corps. Come on now. That's the Skrulls. Because honestly, the dioramas are offshoot of the Skrulls. Like, what we doing? You know what? Here we go. They're gonna laugh when I say this. I prefer a diorama over that bullshit ass Super Skrull they just put out.
Bruh, if y'all gonna keep mixing and matching pieces and putting them back out as an action figure, if you don't, man, okay, all right, maybe that'll get the looky-loos. You know what I'm saying? But us folks that really collect action figures, I seen right through that. I see through what E40 say. I see through you like glass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bruh, that ain't nothing but the Human Torch leg slammed on a Super Skrull torso. For real, stop it. Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
No.
You know who I have not seen an action figure of? Get ready.
Who?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Who?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Who?
The Space Phantom. I have never seen a Space Phantom action figure. For those of you that don't know who the Space Phantom is, Space Phantom is the reason that the Hulk quit the Avengers in Avengers number 2. Avengers number 2, all the way back in 63. Yeah, Space Phantom was his ability. Pretty cool ability, if you ask me. Especially for infiltration and that kind of shit. He can switch places with a person with their body. He'll take over their body, but they'll be in a dimension called limbo that we later found out is kind of related to the time stream and where Kane comes into play. But that's neither here nor there right now. Basically, that's what you're dealing with. How much cooler would that have been? How much cooler would that have been?
You know what? We're gonna end it, but I'm gonna end it on a high note because we've been dogging them. We've been dogging them.
I'm getting that big live, dog.
Yeah, we've been dogging them. Hasbro, all that said, y'all came through like some big dogs with the cardiac action figure. Y'all did that. Would have preferred an extra head sculpt, 2 head sculpts, unmasked and everything like that, 1 unmasked head sculpt. But y'all came through like some big dogs with the cardiac head sculpt. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to Dave from Model Behavior, displaying Model Behavior. You've been talking about it for like a year now and everything like that. Y'all listen. See what happens when you listen. Get 2 ears for me. So appreciate that. Good looking. Big bro, what you got going on this weekend?
You know what? I was gonna ask if y'all would pick my adventure this weekend that I'm thinking about putting together. Okay.
Adventure?
Here's your choices. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm gonna tell a story, but here's your choices. Okay. Should I do a story about Master Kung Fu number 23, I think it is, where he's fighting Razor Fist? Or should I do Avengers number 165 and 166, where they face a superhuman Count Nefaria?
I'm gonna go with that one. I got a vote in for the last one. I'm putting in a vote for the last one.
Oh. Okay.
I ain't know if I could vote. I ain't know if I could vote. You might feel like I can't vote, but if I can, I'm putting in a vote for the last one. That one.
Okay. Grace said second. And Kamoyo said Nefaria. Okay, all right.
I know what if Mr. Smith still here, I know what he gonna say, Count Nefaria. So yeah, let me get that.
Okay. Hey, you know what? I have taken the liberty already of setting those action figures aside.
Speaking of setting action figures aside, what I want to ask is, should I continue in the direction I'm going? Some of y'all might not have the storyline that I was putting out there and everything like that. I've been talking to Daryl about it ad nauseum. I've been wanting to do this. Should I continue using what I got to tell some stories with them figures? Because as Daryl stated, I got them set off to the side.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
I got a spin on it. I'm gonna talk to you after we get off the air.
Okay. Hey, Ryan, I just want to show. Okay, Kamoyo, look what I got. We're gonna have a smoke eater real soon. So yeah, and I got some more stuff coming. So yeah, we getting ready to do the do. But look here, y'all. More stuff to do, more things to see, and keep your eye on our channels. Make sure y'all notifications are on. I mean, we may not be shadow banned, but we shadow blanked. You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, my numbers is up, then my numbers is down. Then my numbers is up, and it ain't because I'm inconsistent. It's because one day you like this, but then another day you hate this. No, it's weird. And I looked at my algorithm, man, and it says like different numbers on views, and that's funny to me too. If it say I had like 50 views here, but then I look at my algorithm and it say I have 58 views. What is that? What is that? Okay, I just feel like I need to voice that, so that way when it's happening and people see it in real time, they know it ain't just me tripping saying, "Oh, you just boring," and it ain't that. So I'm calling you on the carpet, YouTube. Act right, or ban me forever. Don't quit playing them damn games.
You know what's ironic about what you just went through. What you're saying?
What's that?
They emailed me last night and asked me to take a survey.
Bruh, come on now.
Hey, and I told him, I said, man, ain't nowhere in the world, bro. I'm like, as much, I said, I don't want to say it like that, but as much Black Panther content as I release, Black Panther related, Wakanda related,
and it's only going to get like 10, 20 views. Get the whole
hell out
of here. Anything
for my
up,
channel,
anything me and you put up, it got Black Panther attached to it, is automatic views, and now all of a sudden it ain't.
Here's the thing.
Gotta
we're all at the bottom. How are we all, as people that put out consistent Black Panther content, how are we all at the bottom? Because you, part of it is people that are subscribed. Now, I don't believe everybody that's subscribed got their notification, but I know you two at janky with notifications. They will take your notifications down when people get surprised you got a video up. I also believe I've seen YouTube move where they will pull your subscription. I've seen it where I'm subscribed to somebody. Now all of a sudden I'm not subscribed to them and everything. I'm like, well, I ain't the one that unsubscribed from the channel. I got to find it. So that's how your subscriber numbers be dropping. No, your subscriber numbers ain't dropping because folks, how many times people unsubscribe from a channel? Hardly, if ever. You got to say something.
You gotta go to you. It gotta be me personally saying, "F you, take that."
Exactly. Well, they always got it where you lose the subscribers. So you mean I'm losing subscribers, and folks' notifications are being turned off mysteriously and everything like that. And when they come to recommend my content, you got me down at the bottom. Okay. I know what it is. I know what it is, and I thought about it. It's a tool to make you quit. We're going to make it as hard as we possibly can for you to be successful on our platform. Well, that would be fine if I was reliant on YouTube to make me, myself, Daryl, the Rock With Me Nation successful. We never have. We're relying on those who care about the knowledge, because that's all that matters. That's all that matters to anyway. Everybody else something not give two damn. But those who care, those who want their voices heard, that's who it matters to. So you can't stop it, big dog. I feel it. I mean, I get it, I understand. But we are two of the most knowledgeable comic book content, most knowledgeable. Might not be most popular, most knowledgeable on YouTube, bar none. Especially when it comes to Black Panther and all things Wakanda related. I don't know. I'm dead, bitch. Shit. If it ain't Daryl, I ain't trying to be funny, but if it ain't Daryl and it ain't Mr. Smith, I don't know who the hell else out there except me.
And with that, we gonna say the vibe is vibing, but the vibe has vibe, but fear not, the vibe will be back. Check out my brother Theo on his channel. I ain't saying, I'm just saying content that and news and stuff that you can use, and I'm gonna keep banging at you with this entertainment. Look here, y'all, that's it for now, but fret not, we'll be coming at you next Friday. Until then, y'all be good to each other. Sideways.